Good afternoon, race fans. Welcome to Coca-Cola 300 version 2 as we prepare for the Division 2 race of the Mobil1 Cup Series Season 3. We have 41 drivers in this field that are going to try and take to this racetrack and win it all. And we had one exciting race yesterday, no doubt about that. And so we're going to try and see if maybe they can top it here today as far as excitement goes. We have on the pole for this race, picking up his first career pole in the Mobil1 Cup Series, that is Hiroshi Kato in the number 50 car. Alongside of him, Richard Johnson in the Snap-on Chevrolet. Behind them, we got Callum Wales. He's got sponsorship this week at Talladega. He's usually unsponsored in the 40, but he does have sponsorship. And alongside him will be Joseph Lombard in the 93 car. Sean Galligan and then Barney Ward in a new Red Bull paint scheme for his Toyota here at Talladega will make up row 3. Now, yesterday, the drivers that are up in the top 5 in standings, Trent Dunham, Stephen Dillon, and Michael Harvey all ran into trouble, so we're going to be keeping a very close eye today on two drivers in this division that are in the top 5, they being Arnold Columbia and Amy Nathan, to see if maybe one of them could leave as the points leader here today. We're also going to try and find out who's going to join Jacob Bell as a winner here at Talladega in the Mobil1 Cup Series. The command to fire the engines has been given. These drivers will roll off, and they will complete 2 pace laps. And while they do that, here's the starting lineup for today's race. Troubles plaguing Joseph Bryant early here at Talladega. Joseph Bryant in the Salvation Army Chevrolet has blown up, very similar to what happened to Dylan Poteet in the Division 1 race, but he is done for the day as Joseph Bryant. A tough break for the 89 team. Well, we talked about Arnold Columbia and Amy Nathan will be watching them. Well, they got their work cut out for them here early on. Arnold Columbia will be rolling off from position number 31. Amy Nathan starting even further back in 37th place. Our defending race winner, Jake Rogers, in the 94 car. He is going to, or not Jake Rogers. Who is our defending race winner? Ashton Brab. I think he's rolling off from 9th place in the new Extends paint scheme here at Talladega. Green flag is out here at Talladega Superspeedway. That is indeed the case. Ashton Brab has started off this race in 9th. He's trying to go maybe for 2 in a row as Hiroshi Kato, who's, I don't know what relation Yokohama Kato is to him, but Yokohama was actually up front for quite a while in his Chevy yesterday. But something just didn't go right for him, and he got involved in a wreck, and Yokohama was not able to capitalize on the great race car he had. Hiroshi's hoping that he will be able to capitalize. And he's got Callum Wales all over the backup bumper of him, so Japanese and English alliance right there as they are right one behind the other. Actually, I think Callum Wales may be Australian, but I don't remember for certain. Anyway, speaking of Callum Wales, he's going to go to the inside, and he's going to go for the lead. That ride's been unsponsored all year long. It finally has received some sponsorship on that race car, and so we'll see what kind of a contender the newly sponsored number 40 can be. Is Joe Davis. You know what? This is a guy that I've been thinking about all week long. Joe Davis, as he's running right behind Callum Wales. But Joe Davis, he kind of just faded from view after winning the first race of the Mobil1 Cup Series season at Daytona. He's just been dropping down through the standings, not really talked about it all week after week. Whoa! Bill Raymond gets turned around back there. Solo car spin. And that was the 83 of Raymond. He turns it around, continues on. So a good save by Bill Raymond. Jacob Lawler is coming off pit road. An unscheduled pit stop for the Lawler machine. Not certain what was up with that either. But nonetheless, going back to Joe Davis, a lot of people are wondering if it's restrictor plate tracks that he is the best at, and if here at Talladega he'll be able to get back into victory lane. Anyway, Joe Davis is now going to get shuffled. Well, I thought it was going to be 3 wide. Bill James almost got underneath the 52 car. That is not Chevy Gilliam's second line there, second in line. It's the same paint scheme, but that's actually Quentin Hagler in a new paint scheme, not sponsored by TaxSlayer here this week, as he normally is. So just keep in mind, that is not Chevy Gilliam. Gilliam drove in the first race. That's Quentin Hagler in the 52 car. Speaking of Hagler, he's going to go to the inside line and try and go for the lead in turns 1 and 2. Anthony McCurry coming up, and here comes Amy Nathan in the 55 car. One of those 2 drivers we were talking about that could, with a good enough finish today, leave with the points lead. Here comes Dylan Young. Now remember, Jacob Bell is a member of the NRSL, and his teammate is Dylan Young right there in the 44, second on that inside line. It could be a Mobil 1 Cup Series sweep for the NNSCRA here today if Dylan Young could pull it off. And here comes Timmy Pacioli. Timmy Pacioli in the 85, our defending Mobil 1 Cup Series champ, who really just went off to a really rocky start for this season. No luckiness for the Lux Chevrolet, but since then he has gotten himself in. After he got into the top 35, Timmy Pacioli has actually been putting together a string of fairly good finishes. And who knows what could happen here. Oh! Wreck! Wreck in the back! The 97's around. Justin Perry is involved. The big one strikes at Talladega, and it occurs on the back straightaway here at Talladega. Take a look who's up to second place now. Arnold Columbia, who came in only 7 points behind Stephen Dillon, who we know had a horrible finish there. And look who else is there. Look at that blue car. That's Aaron Williams making his Mobil 1 Cup Series debut in the Pepsi Next Chevrolet. Down to the caution flag they will come, and Timmy Pacioli will lead them, but the big one has struck here at Talladega Superspeedway. Jacob Remier, he's involved. Justin Perry is in it. Bill Raymond, I don't think got involved. Brendan Allen, he's in it. Possibly Hiroshi Kato, our pole sitter, may have been in it. Oh, wreck up ahead. Look out. Who spun? That's Ryan Juke. Oh, and he just got nailed. One of those cars was Amy Nathan. Cole Daly was in it. Jake Rogers was in it. Possibly Adam Rose. John Worry in the IHOPS Chevrolet is in it. Brendan Allen just gets plowed into by Justin Perry. Amy Nathan is in it. Hiroshi Kato may have gotten some of it. There is Amy Nathan, who came in 5th in the standings, or actually tied for 4th in the standings with Trent Dunham, and she's involved. John Worry, we didn't talk about him all day long today, and he just got the sponsorship of IHOP, International House of Pancakes, on his number 81. Oh my goodness. It was like a wreck and a follow-up wreck. Look at Justin Perry. Heavy duty damage to that number 42 car. Jacob Remier, heavy damage. There's also front end damage to the cars of Jake Rogers, also Cole Daly, Steven Gonzalez, heavily damaged race car right there. And we're going to make pit stops, it looks like. Timmy Pacioli's going to lead them down. And he's in on pit road. There's Arnold Columbia. Aaron Williams, they're making pit stops. Ryan Juke, heavy front end damage to that race car. And Pacioli is off. Whoa, look out, Columbia. Wow. Things getting awfully hectic there on pit road. But it looks like the first car that's going to come off pit road will be the Timmy Pacioli machine. Whoa, Jake Baskinger almost was able to beat him out. So it's Pacioli, Baskinger, then Carter Keselowski, Danny Wells, and Arnold Columbia. Then Jake Cole and Aaron Williams. That's the top 7 coming off pit road. Barney Ward may have been involved in that big one as well. He's leaving without his hood. let's take a look and see what happened. The big one has struck here at Talladega. We're going to take a look and see what might have occurred courtesy of our helicopter view. Let's look further up here. They're 4 wide. And there may be some contact right here. That is Jake Johnson in the 79. I think that may be Justin Perry in the 42. Oh, there it is. No. Right there. Justin Perry there in the 42 gets into Jacob Remier. And Jake Cole did get a piece of... Or is that... No, that's Callum Wales was plowed, like kind of shoved into the wall. Tony Speed gets a piece of it. Amy Nathan's involved. Brendan Allen gets tapped from Barney Ward, and that sends him into a spin. Hiroshi Kato does get a little tap into Jacob Remier. Sean Galligan does a good job getting through that. The 77 car just spinning, sliding. He's trying to hang on to it, and I think he's going to get a piece of the inside retaining wall right there. Yep. Hiroshi Kato is just kind of pushing Jacob Remier down the back straightaway. Richard Johnson, outside pole setter, gets around. And so it really wasn't that terribly big of a wreck that occurred here. The actual hard wreck occurred after the caution waved, I think. So let's take a look and see what happened there. Okay, so this is what occurred after the caution came out. These drivers are trying to find where they're going to be able to go to get settled into line here. And I think that Quentin Hagler is going to get turned by the 49 of Dunlaprad right there. Yes, he does indeed. Hagler's car is going to hit the apron there. It's going to snap loose right there. You see the tires spinning. The brakes lock up. And he's going to come up the racetrack here, and I think that's where Smed Ozcon's going to get his damage. Right here. No? But here comes Ryan Juke. Oh, head-on plowing into the 52 car. Joseph Lombard gets a little piece of it as well. Let's move to our helicopter view here, see if we could see who was involved in which ways. Look up there, there's Quentin Hagler. Oh, Amy Nathan's into the back of Ryan Juke. John Worry's into the back of Nathan. Steve Gonzalez is into the back of John Worry. Bill James gets a piece of it as well. Cole Daly comes into the picture. He's involved. Jake Rogers gets involved in it as well. I think his incident occurs up here. Yeah, he gets into the back of Steven Gonzalez. And Adam Rose sustains a little bit of damage as well. So a wreck and a follow-up wreck here. And several drivers are going to be out of the race as a result of this. Now, a few drivers deciding to stay out this time by off of pit road. And so we got a new, different looking top 10. Before we get to that, we're going to show you the drivers that are out of the race as a result of all of those incidents that occurred. And they are Quentin Hagler, Ryan Juke, Amy Nathan out of this race. So there's probably going to be a big bullseye on Arnold Columbia. I'd say any kind of finish he could get, he could leave as the points leader. Then you got John Worry also out. Cole Daly is retired. Also Justin Perry and Joseph Bryant didn't even get to complete a lap. He's going to get credited for 41st position. Jacob Lawler, he is 1 lap down to the leaders there on that inside line. And here's the way they look, getting ready to go back to green flag. Jake Johnson leads. Second is Joey Dawson. Kenny McCurry is up to third. Fourth is Anthony McCurry. Fifth place is Alex Filter. Sixth is Adam Rose. Those drivers did not make pit stops. Seventh place is Timmy Pacioli. Eighth is Jake Baskinger. Ninth is Carter Keselowski. Danny Wells is 10th. 11th is Arnold Columbia right now. 12th is Jake Cole. Aaron Williams in his debut in the Mobil1 Cup Series is up to 13th. 14th is Dylan Young. 15th is Jesse Kaplan. 16th is Christian James. Smed Ozcon runs in 17th without his hood. 18th is Matthew Rodriguez. 19th is Joseph Lombard. 20th place is Callum Wales. The rest of the top 30 are Sean Galligan, Joe Davis, Dunlaprad, Ashton Brab, last week's winner, and Bill James. That's the top 25. And then you got Richard Johnson, Bill Raymond, Steven Gonzalez, Hiroshi Kato, and Jake Rogers. And then 31st is Tony Speed, 32nd Brendan Allen, 33rd is Jacob Remier, and those are the cars left on the lead lap. Green flag is back out here on lap number 10 of 29. Now, I'm going to wager a guess. I think, don't know for certain, but I think the reason that Samet Ozkan does not have his hood, he may have made contact of running into the back of somebody on pit road, and they thought it just better to get rid of the hood so that way he would be aerodynamically sound, or at least somewhat aerodynamically sound. But tough break for Samet Ozkan. I'm pretty sure it was a pit road incident that caused the front end damage. Well, Jacob Lawler, he is one lap down, but he is up to speed with these drivers. No damage. He made an unscheduled pit stop for some reason. We're still trying to figure out what it was. But if he could get by Jake Johnson and then the caution come out, Lawler would be sitting pretty and he'd get back on the lead lap. Trying to find Arnold Columbia. There he is behind Carter Keselowski, fifth in this lower line, as Jake Johnson continues to point the way here at Talladega Superspeedway. Alex Filter, Carter Keselowski, those two working together in a nice two-car tandem. Whoa, look out, Adam Rose back there. He almost looked like he was going to get turned. Remember, Adam Rose and several of these drivers are on older tires, and look, whew, Jake Baskinger just let Adam Rose in. Otherwise, that could have been another wreck. Of course, Adam Rose in the degree paint scheme here today, and there's Arnold Columbia just ahead. Columbia has gotten moved into the middle groove. He may lose a few spots. No, he won't. Nope, he just got back single file there with Dylan Young helping him. And Jacob Lawler wants back on the lead lap. Can he lead at the line here? I think he did get ahead of Jake Johnson there, but now the battle's on for first place. Carter Keselowski underneath Jake Johnson with help from Arnold Columbia. Not much longer, though. Here comes Columbia to the inside line. Jacob Lawler trying to play as much defense as possible. He's hoping and praying for a caution flag to come out, as they are going to go 3 wide for the top spot. Dylan Young is going to go to the lead after moving both Columbia and Keselowski up the racetrack. He's got help from, is that Jesse Kaplan? Yes, it is. Jesse Kaplan and Joey Dawson. 2 unsponsored race cars right there working together. Maybe a little bit of an alliance being formed there. Now Dylan Young's going to get challenged. Here comes Jesse Kaplan down low. All this time, Jacob Lawler is out in front, and he is right now on the tail end of the lead lap. So if the caution came out, he would be able to cycle back around and get the wave around to be on the tail end of the lead lap. New leader, Adam Rose in the 88 car, out in front now. Ashton Brab has seemed to have lost the draft of this lead pack. But if these guys keep racing like they are, then he may be able to catch back up. Of course, we're talking about last week's winner, Ad Infineon. Joseph Lombard to the lead in the 93 car. And he's got Matthew Rodriguez, who is a former winner this season. Matthew picked up the win, I believe it was at Phoenix. And now Jacob Lawler is going to be put 1 lap down one more time as Joseph Lombard has gotten to the inside, and he will get the top spot at the line. Sean Galligan making his emergence into the top 5 right there, but he gets moved into the middle groove now, courtesy of Joe Davis. And we are almost halfway now. As a matter of fact, as soon as they hit the middle of the back straightaway here, which is right now, we are halfway in this race. But I don't think we've seen our last wreck. These guys are racing pretty hard, pretty close too. They were actually leaning on each other through turns 3 right there. As the 70 car, oh boy. Danny Wells. Oh, look out there. Wait a minute, I just missed him. Danny Wells just got turned. When they were going 4 wide, Danny Wells in the 70 car, he's going to try and make sure he does not go past the commitment line, past the commitment cone. He does not. So there's no harm, no foul there. There are some cars up ahead that are slower. Richard Johnson is really slow. And he's on the tail end of the lead lap. He may have just made a pit stop. Don't know for certain. He's got about a back straightaway in front of the rest of the field. Brendan Allen, he had some damage from that one of those 2 wrecks that occurred. He's off the pace. Jake Rogers, he's also off the pace. Samet Ozkan, after that front end damage, he's slower. So is Jacob Remier. He was involved in that wreck. We just talked about Danny Wells, who spun off turn 4, but he's continuing on. Steven Gonzalez and Tony Speed also are slower. Tony Speed, no apparent visible damage, and Bill James is blown up. Bill James in the 38, the engine has expired on the Great Clips Toyota, or Great Clips Chevrolet. I don't know if he can make it to pit road. If he can't, does that bring out the caution? Yeah, that car's just stopped. He's going to have to get towed to pit road. But he's on the apron, so I don't think that would bring out the caution flag. Whoa, look out! Richard Johnson and Dylan Young turn around there on the back straightaway. Oh, man. Dylan Young was running 9th. Richard Johnson is involved there. And surely that must bring out the caution flag. No, it will not. Still no caution. And that just split everything up right there. There's now a 5-car breakaway. Joseph Lombard, Timmy Pacioli, Jake Johnson, Joe Davis, and is that Jesse Kaplan or is that Joey Dawson? As soon as I figure out who it is, I'll let you know. I think that's Joey Dawson. But now it's these 5. That is indeed Joey Dawson. And then you got this bigger pack here, which are going to try and get formed back up and continue on here to catch up this first pack. You got Arnold Columbia, Adam Rose, Jesse Kaplan, Jake Baskinger, Aaron Williams in that pack as well. Dunn LaPrade is here. Looks like Christian James, Matthew Rodriguez, Sean Galligan, and one car's heading for pit road. Is that Joey Dawson? Yes, Joey Dawson. Jake Johnson. Pit stops being made. Anthony McCurry's coming down pit road. Green flag pit stops being made, and if I'm not mistaken, these are drivers who did not pit the last time the caution came out. So now, other drivers that didn't pit would have been, I don't remember if Joseph Lombard pitted or not. I think he did. Adam Rose there did not pit. He will probably have to come down pit road. Let's take a look here, see who else is going to come down pit road if they'll have to come down this time. Once again, Anthony McCurry, Jake Johnson, and Joey Dawson all having to make pit stops after staying out. Here comes Adam Rose. He was another of those drivers who stayed out after the caution came out the first time, and he is now on pit road coming down to get the fuel in that race car. Alex Filter, another driver that stayed out. He's coming down pit road as well. And we'll try and get back to the front of the field here. There's Jake Johnson coming out, trying to stay on the tail end of the lead lap. Anthony McCurry looks like he will go a lap down to the leaders. Joey Dawson will go a lap down as well. And this is the difficult part. These cars trying to merge with everybody here. Jake Johnson, Brendan Allen, they're racing side by side, and that's holding up this whole field. They're racing for position, but that just held everybody up. Another driver heading for pit road. That looked like Kenny McCurry in the 62 car. I don't know for certain. Yes, it was indeed Kenny McCurry on pit road. And here's a battle for the lead as Alex Filter now goes a lap down. Arnold Columbia to the inside. I'm telling you what, he has in the back of his mind the fact that he could leave as the points leader today with a good enough finish. And he is pretty much been up inside the top 10, top 15 all day long. Now, obviously, the standings have shuffled around after the Division 1 race, but coming into this race here at Talladega, Arnold Columbia sat only 7 points behind points leader Stephen Dillon, and he was only 1 point behind second place Michael Harvey. And they are starting to catch up to Jake Johnson, who was out in front for a while. Actually, Jake Johnson led us down to our previous restart. They're starting to catch him now. They're 4 wide back there. That was Joey Dawson, who was a lap car, getting moved into a 4 wide formation. Here they come, up on Adam Rose and Jake Johnson, who are trying just stay on the tail end of the lead lap, but don't know if that's going to happen. Here comes Jesse Kaplan to the inside line. This is for the lead on Arnold Columbia. Now Columbia is going to have to contend with these race cars up here as well. So will Kaplan. Kaplan's going to try and get a run to the inside of Adam Rose. No such luck yet. Now he will. Kenny McCurry just ahead as well. And here comes Jake Baskinger. 3 wide for the lead. There are a lot of lap cars here, so don't get confused. Baskinger in the 71, the 47 of Kaplan, and the 53 of Columbia. Those are the guys that are on the lead lap. These cars, the 62, the 79, the 88, they are all 1 lap down. Well, not right now, anyway. Kenny McCurry and Jake Johnson have remained on the tail end of the lead lap. Adam Rose has gone down a lap. Here comes Don LaPrade on the inside line. And the laps are winding down here too, folks, as well. Oh, look out. Contact between Christian James and Joe Davis. They settle it out, though. As Baskinger has lost the lead, it is now Don LaPrade in the 49. And here come pit stops. Samed Ozkan is on. Matthew Rodriguez making his pit stop. They are going to have to make one more pit stop, I'm pretty sure, as now Carter Keselowski takes a look for the lead. No, he will not. They may go 4 wide here. Jake Cole to the inside. Jake Cole to the lead. 4 wide here. Oh, look out, look out, look out. Boy, I thought that Jake Johnson may have turned Don LaPrade or Kenny McCurry there, and they didn't. Here was Aaron Williams looking for the lead. But here is Sean Galligan looking for the lead. Pretty impressed with Aaron Williams in his debut here at Talladega in the Mobil1 Cup Series. And now Jacob Lawler gets moved up the racetrack. Arnold Columbia, or not Arnold Columbia. Oh, here we go. More drivers coming down pit road. These are more lead lap cars. Sean Galligan, Joseph Lombard, and Christian James making regularly scheduled pit stops to get us to the end of this race. Steven Gonzalez was just on pit road. As who would the lead cycle around to now? Oh, Hiroshi Kato just made a pit stop. Bill Raymond was just on pit road. Joe Davis, new leader. But now things are going to get kind of testy. Cars trying to get back on the racetrack. Cars trying to get to pit road. New leader now, Jesse Kaplan getting to the inside. And these drivers appear to try to be slowing down here, moving into this middle groove. See if they're going to come. Here they come. Jesse Kaplan, Don LaPrade, Carter Keselowski, Jake Baskinger, and Arnold Columbia. All coming down pit road. Arnold Columbia getting one of those last pit stalls. After not such a great qualifying run. Ashton Brab, Tim Pacioli, they're down on pit road as well. Here's Don LaPrade. He's on pit road. Jake Baskinger, Carter Keselowski. So who would the lead cycle around to now? The leader would now be, I think it's now here, Aaron Williams. Yes, it is. Aaron Williams is the leader. But he and Jake Cole and Joe Davis, they have not made their regularly scheduled pit stops yet. And it appears they are signaling that they are going to come down pit road. That is the case. They are on pit road, and they are coming down for 4 tires and fuel. So these green flag pit stops coming right near the end of the Coca-Cola 300. Aaron Williams getting his pit service completed on his 73. Doesn't look like he's taking any tires. Looks like they're just trying to pack it full of fuel. Same deal for Joe Davis. Same deal for Jake Cole. Now these three, they must have some strategy that they're going to come off pit road together. And that's exactly what they're doing. It's exactly what they did. Good strategy by these guys. That's what you do here at Talladega. You come in together and you leave together so you can get into a draft and not get passed by anybody. Now Aaron Williams is listed as the leader at the stripe there. But the question is, who is back here that could maybe catch them and pass them for the lead? That would be Jesse Kaplan, who just crossed the stripe in 4th place. So Aaron Williams, Arnold Columbia, Jake Cole, they've got to get going to keep ahead of Jesse Kaplan here. Can they get up to speed before Kaplan catches them? And it looks like they're going to be able to. Aaron Williams, Jake Cole, Joe Davis. Good job by them. Good strategy. And look at that. Look at Joe Davis move right in behind Jake Cole, so they're going to work together in a draft. Then you got these guys back here. I think pit stops have been from running where. Williams is the leader. Jake Cole is second. Joe Davis is third. Fourth is Jesse Kaplan. Fifth is Carter Keselowski. Sixth is Joseph Lombard. Seventh is Sean Galligan. Eighth is Don LaPrade. Ninth is Christian James. And Arnold Columbia is in 10th. Matthew Rodriguez is 11th. 12th is Jake Baskinger. 13th is Timmy Pacioli. 14th is Ashton Brab. 15th is Jake Johnson. Adam Rose is 16th. 17th is Kenny McCurry. 18th is Joey Dawson. 19th is Callum Wales. 20th place is Bill Raymond. 21st is Anthony McCurry. 22nd is going to be Hiroshi Kato. 23rd is Alex Filter. 24th place is Danny Wells. 25th is Dylan Young. 26th is Jacob Lawler. 27th, Tony Speed. 28th, Steven Gonzalez. And then we're back up here to the front, and now the pack has caught those three race cars who were trying to get away. And oh my goodness, would you look at the ticker. We got only 2 more laps to go when they hit the stripe. Here we go. Aaron Williams getting challenged by Joe Davis. Christian James is there. Matthew Rodriguez is there. Leader at the stripe that time was Joe Davis. But here comes Christian James for the lead. 2 laps remaining in this race. Who's got what it takes? We got a slower car up ahead. That is Jacob Lawler. Will he play into this? Side by side for the lead. Actually, it's maybe 3 wide. Jesse Kaplan goes way down low, and Kaplan will go to the front. Jesse Kaplan now is the new leader, heading off of turn 4. Buckle up tight, folks. This is going to be one wild last lap. You can just sense it. Here we go. It's going to be Jesse Kaplan who will lead them down here in the 47. The